builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And it almost feels like we were destined to get to this point. The top 2 seeds of the college football playoff have survived. They've been on a collision course all season long. They've come through the challenges and the distractions, and now they'll fight for that beautiful trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the UL Monroe Warhawks, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And they'll start off with a deep shot. Catch is made way down inside the 30. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Just ran away from the defense.
Boy, I love the aggressive mindset of this quarterback and offensive coordinator. You see a matchup that you like, you take a shot, and it pays off in a big way for a touchdown.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here comes a handoff. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Here's the 2nd down play. They'll feed the back again. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, they get stuffed at the line of scrimmage here. That's going to bring up a 3rd down play for this offense. And, hey, I know it's the first half, but the way this defense is playing and the fact that they have a nice lead, this is an important 3rd down to try to convert here.
Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Looking to throw it on first down. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
What a read by this quarterback. He saw cover 1, meaning a single high safety look. Knows that he's got to throw the ball to the outside part of the field because help will be late in getting there. And that time, it's a great completion with an accurate throw.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down. Incompletion sets up a 2nd down.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The important 3rd down play coming up. going to chuck it again. Quick throw to the left. And it's complete downfield. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Only a short gain on that run. Defense able to pen him in. To the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. We'll try to run it with the option. Pitch to the back. He's got some room. Can he get there? He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Warhawks. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, winding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Panthers offense is back out on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here?
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Important second down play coming up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, it's a handoff. They stop him, but it's a first down.
RPO gives the quarterback so many options, and it puts a lot on the defense. If you overcommit one way, quarterback's going to make you pay for it. Here, the defense sat back, made it easy. Hand the ball off, let that running back get some good yards.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. It's a short completion to the big tight end. An explosive play. They finally get him down, but the offense very near to the red zone.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
The Panthers look to keep this drive moving. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Well, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that five-wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the Warhawks offense back on the field now. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Throws to the tight end. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
A quick throw out left, complete. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. At the 10. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, UL Monroe. And this national championship game is now dead even, Kirk. We're going to have a fun finish here.
Yeah, maybe I'm being hopeful, but this has the makings of an instant classic right now. The way these teams are matching each other at an elite level in the national championship, it's getting more advanced the further we go. I'm with you. Maybe it comes down to the wire.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. A pop pass on the jet sweep. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. They're going to move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with two guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. It should have been intercepted.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made after a big gain.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. Come up on 3rd down. Solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Comes the UL Monroe offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. He'll hand it off. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
There's the handoff. And they'll stop him after a short gain. And the Warhawks hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Play action fake. Looking to throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Warhawks. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes the catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? And looking to throw now on 1st down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a 2nd down now.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Takes the ball, tries the right side here. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Looking right. This one caught. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a 1st down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looks to the left, pass caught. It'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
Once you can establish the run game, the play action is so effective. Those linebackers' eyes get caught up on the run. You pull the ball, and you've got open targets behind him. It's a great example of using the run game to set up your play action.
He's looking to scramble. Breaks loose at the 45. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Pitt getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He slings this one deep down the left side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there, maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Lets it fly to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Well, this was a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
Panthers are in the red zone. Looking to pass here on second down. And it's caught. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Extra point try coming now. And there's the point after. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. UL Monroe offense back out there now. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. They're going to run it here. And he'll pick up the first down, stop at the 27.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Quick throw caught on the left side. That'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. The clock has stopped. We reached the 2-minute warning before halftime.
Boy, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And he'll set up to throw. Looking to scramble now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Boy, it's second down and forever. You know they're going to throw the ball. They want to throw the ball, but to the credit of the defense, there's just nothing open. How about this quarterback? Instead of throwing the ball away, he picks up some big yards. They get a real shot here now on third down.
He's got it for a big gain. It's a huge gain across midfield. Ball will be spotted about the 31.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Just to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling plays at second and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Going to try to use his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. So now it's third and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the third down call is. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And is intercepted. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Quick completion to the tight end. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45, a solid gain. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got.
That's another huge game for this guy, and I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They've moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. Boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half of the national time.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
We finally see a changeup from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
Quick throw to the left side. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, one of the ways a quarterback does a good job of making sure all the receivers are alive and in play is you never lock in on one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, you survey the field, look at the coverage, and here he finally finds the right guy for a nice pickup.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Quick throw to his receiver. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock. So it's third down, but out comes the field goal unit. They'll try to add 3 points before halftime. And it's good. And with that, they retake the lead.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Gets off a squib kick. It'll be fielded by one of the up men. After a very solid kick return, they'll tackle him at the 36. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Fires it to the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Panthers will kick it off to begin the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's for field position to start the drive. Here comes the Warhawks offense back on the field now. The play fake, he'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Makes the catch downfield. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game, they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Now it's second down here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he's got his man open downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss, just having one of those dream performances.
And it's caught. Finds room at the 30. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
A big play here that gets them down into the red zone. They're not thinking about a field goal, I assure you, Chris. They're trying to get 6 points.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And it's picked off in the end zone.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words with his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Quick throw over the middle. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Pitt. This is just quarterback wizardry. An amazing game with a national championship on the line tonight.
This might be as good of a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship in some time. The defense has got to try to do something to get him out of sync by trading a blitz or sit back and change up coverage because what they've called up to this point just isn't working.
And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Here comes the UL Monroe offense back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Fires it to his target. He's got a receiver wide open here. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9. So that huge gain quickly sets up a first and goal just inside the 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. The pass rush closing in. Touchdown, UL Monroe. This offense is still clicking. That's why he's a dangerous scrambler. The quarterback says, I'm just going to end this scoring drive right here. I'll do it myself.
Yeah, and everybody's covered downfield. The defense has done a pretty good job of containing the offense. The problem is this guy's creativity. I don't know, maybe put a spy, a linebacker on him to try to mirror him when he takes off to scramble.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? He flips it to the back across the middle and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
And isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
The game moves the ball past the 40, sets up another first and 10. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Defense is coming after him. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Pitt getting set with a first and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him. Well, I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Oh, that one's picked off. Look out, he's got some space. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
UL Monroe offense back out there now. Snags the quick throw. Gets into space at the 50. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He lets it go on the move, looking deep. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously, but I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket and put the ball on a string. Just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
And the wideout goes in motion. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Deep shot caught out of the 15. Touchdown, Warhawks. And they will claim the second half lead. They will try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point makes the lead 4. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Tries to get it to the running back. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. The Panthers come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt.
Chris, that's his 2nd touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in him.
The PAT puts him up 3. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Warhawks offense back on the field now. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They've got him, but not before he makes a 1st down at the 41.
Passing efficiency is almost always higher off of play action. And you see why right here. The fake froze the defender for a second, and then the quarterback was able to zip it to the open player.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
It's a toss to the left side, and they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he pulls in the catch. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or the possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you could see the versatility and what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They're going to run it. The Warhawks look to keep this drive moving.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And now a chance to take the lead with a touchdown here. It's first and goal. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Touchdown, UL Monroe. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the fourth quarter, to give them the lead.
PAT up and good, so the lead is 4 in the final quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First down, looking to throw the football. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to...
Got him. He's sacked.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Pressure is coming. Oh, it's tipped to the line and intercepted. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
Oh, how I love when this happens. The big dog up front is working hard and snatched his opportunity. Good for him.
Looking to throw it on first down. Makes a quick catch. He's got room looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Warhawks. This quarterback on fire today. So the offense flexing here, and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Now that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. This time it's complete. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Catch hauled in here over the middle. And they get him down after the completion. The Panthers looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on...
Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. it's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the second sack in this game.
It's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on third down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off that nice play.
Quarterback looking to scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle. Hit getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up 4th.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. And he's going to launch it deep again. Intercepted in the end zone. Can he take it all the way? Past the 50. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this 4th quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
Use the running game to chew on this clock now. And the Salk were able to bring him down quickly. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the Warhawks are in the red zone. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he finds his tight end for the catch. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys to third down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. So from the 9-yard line, it's 2nd and goal. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. Ball carrier wrapped up, brought down.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, You get a stop here, maybe holding the 3 points.
Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, UL Monroe.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Extra point up and good. They build the lead to 18 for the final quarter. Kickoff team's on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Looking downfield. He makes the grab. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earhole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
And this pass is on target, caught. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Oh, man, Chris, I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you'd hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Takes the handoff and tests the left side. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
Ball handed off. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Looking to pass this time. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. The ball falls to the ground, and we have a national champion. A really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these teams on the offensive side. Well, they put on a great show. But for the two defenses, especially the losing squad, you can't imagine their coach is too happy with their performance.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official. Your kings of college football and national champions, the UL Monroe Warhawks.